here we go.
So what's this Zero guy doing on Pandora in the first place? Angel, you got a brain the size of a planet, so don't give me room.
From what footage we have of him, I can't even tell if Zero's human.
You're breaking the game,
What do you mean not human? Is it a robot, an alien, what?
Tentacle Obsession. New player skin earned. I don't know. I don't know.
Time for squishing!
blood and guts. My favorite thing.
I feel bad for those big guys. I was trying another quest. Good call. Kill yourself? Handsome Jack has asked you to kill yourself? No. I will not be doing that quest. Absolutely not. The Juicy Moose! Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate your support. Thank you for that message. Thank you for your sub. I'm gonna lose all my stacks if I do it. I don't want to kill myself. Do it, it's amazing. Yeah, what's not gonna be amazing is building 400 stacks back. So.
Okay, look, I need your help. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, trap, don't listen. But it's about my grandmother. I built our cottage on the Iridium Blight Inn. I need you to check on her. Please, make sure everything's okay. This isn't for me, it's for her. Do it for her, please.
I don't believe you.
Suckers!
After a few weeks, Roland and Lilith headed to Old Haven and wiped the rest of the lands out. The landsman kept saying something about a treasure of stolen loot they'd stashed somewhere.
Okay. He's a screamer. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive.
Just for high five.
It sustains me!
Player, what are you doing? Alan, where's the dialogue here?
Okay!
Hey, just bang. What's up, buddy?
Okay.
Change quest to the one in this area? I don't think we have one in this area. We've got to collect map pieces, but it didn't drop, did it, by the way? Where is them? Oh, whoops. I was doing the wrong quests. I'm a dingle. Big old dingle pants.
Wow, you work out.
EchoCast host, not a hero. You can't be saying that. The prophecy spoke of a man who would come to Sanctuary, forever speaking into an echo recorder. He would be a humble man of unknown origin. I've got 5 billion subscribers. Very famous. The galaxy over. He would wield the evil smasher forged by my own hand and save our galaxy forever. Save the world? I don't know. It is your calling. You must purchase the evil smasher from me and save our planet. You will be rewarded with riches and fame. Merchants have to pay. How much for evil smasher? $2 million.
Oh my. That is much Skrilla. Oh, there's the map. Perfect. I need some help. Okay, that works too.
You got all the map pieces, huh?
Respect the
It
robot.
looks like you should go to Caustic Caverns and follow the clues. Everything goes well, you'll be one rich slab.
Okay, that's a different zone, so we'll wait on that one.
Faithful listeners, I am going to save the galaxy. Armed with the evil smasher given to me by the wise seer Marcus, I will head into the heart of Sawtooth Cauldron and cleanse it of evil. I always knew I was destined for greater things. I must go find my destiny, listeners, for justice, for glory, for Moxie. Charge!
Yeah, there's his corpse.
What a jackass. Now give me my money back.
$9?
To help you all if I actually hit something.
Oh my god. This is the worst. Let's place these flags. Hey Letho. Good morning.
Hit that generator, and we'll show the Sawteeth who's really in charge. Just stick, you gotta reset. Time to show that slab not to mess with the Sawteeth.
Wait, what? Oh! Oh god, none of those are ever gonna hit.
You indirectly murder thousands of people every day.
Woo! Yoink. This is the worst generator ever. Jesus, man. This is gonna take like 20 minutes. Boop. There's 3 more of them, too? Oh, my Jesus.
Warning.
Whoa. Okay. So what's up, chat? How you guys doing today? You doing well? Hey, Sir Flex, what's up, buddy? How have you been? Oh, it looks like Sero and oh no, they're both here. Never mind. I was gonna say I thought they were going off to do the other one. Is that a Cowboy Bebop shirt? It is. Yes. I have to send you I have time to send you pizza for breakfast? I wish I did. I wish I did. I'm alright, dude. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today yet. I don't know. What am I gonna do for lunch? Maybe I'll do Zaxby's today. Been a while since I've done that. Happy for days. How you doing, bud? Make philosophy about that leap of love. Oh my lord. Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut coming August 27th will be free to people who already have the original game. Oh, cool. Good on In Exile, man. Badass. Good on them.
The generator stopped.
I want to see the shirt. There you go. See a little. There's a little Cowboy Bebop playing that Spike. It is iconic cigarette. Good stuff, man. Oh. Wait, what? Nanny? It stopped. Okay. Did Cohh get my whisper yesterday about the mouse mat and customs in the UK? Did I get your whisper? Oh, thank you. I just saw that, Nano Ninja. Yeah, I mean, the customs that stuff is such a pain in the butt. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the heads up on that. Yeah. Customs is the worst. Just the worst. Hey, Zeratul, how you doing this morning? Am I enjoying Borderlands? I am, dude. I'm so glad to be back in this game. It's been a lot of fun. Hey, Fallen Mystic. Good morning, dude. Sounds good. So if anyone needs one, you know who to talk to. Right there. All right, let's start heading to... Let's take a look at the map. All right, so we got the 3 corners. We've already cleared these areas, so that should go pretty quick. Then we got to get into the middle for the main quest. It's like... Servani says, you want me to go to the 3rd one? Sure. Yeah, if you want to, go ahead. We can split up. If Yiggs wants to come with me, and Servani and Sero, if you guys want to hit the other one, we can split this up a little bit. And then we'll do the main quest, finish up the other quest here, and then we'll keep moving on with the side quests. What's the best advice you could give to somebody who recently started streaming? Check my YouTube for my tips video. All of my best tips are in that video. It's an old video, but it kind of rings true. So even though it's old, all the tips are still accurate. Yeah. That's where all of my best stuff is. But, you know, the TLDR tips are, make sure you have a solid foundation before you begin. If you're streaming to 0 to 3 viewers and you actually want to do well on Twitch, turn off your stream and go lay more groundwork. That's a big one. Then learn about positioning, the importance of a schedule, the importance of consistency, finding and filling your niche. Like, there's also, pick a category and we can go down it. Twilight Vortex says streaming is luck. That is completely untrue. Streaming has components of luck, but it doesn't matter how lucky you are if you aren't ready to run a good stream. And if you aren't a good, like if you don't have your head in the right place, it doesn't matter how lucky you will be, you will not succeed. There are many streamers who have gotten incredibly lucky by being selected by Twitch and being put on the front page, being promoted by them, you know, all sorts of huge leg ups. And many of those streamers never go anywhere. And that's because, I hate saying it, but a lot of the streamers that do that, they just don't have a broad appeal. Or for some reason their stream isn't great. And because of that, it doesn't matter how lucky they get, they're never going to be successful. So, yeah. It's really funny whenever somebody says, "Oh yeah, getting successful on Twitch, it's just luck. It's all it is." That's complete bullshit. And if you ever hear someone say that, they know nothing about streaming at the end of the day. Luck is involved, but it's certainly not why people are successful. That's completely different.
The generator stopped!
But yeah, it is not all luck. Another big thing is that you can make your own luck. A lot of times there are, by being smart and putting your channel in the right place at the right time, you can create that exact luck that some people say is the reason that they have been successful. So, yeah.
This does not conform to my reputation.
Oh god, I reloaded. Right, there we go. Victo says, however, being unlucky is a reason some people fail while they are great content creators and their stream is great. Oh, absolutely, Victo. Now, unfortunately, like I said, it's not all luck why people succeed, but I will say that having the stars align for people is a factor. So, you know, there are unknowns that can then give you a big advantage. And just like you said, that works in the wrong direction. It's just like acting. You can go to acting school. You could spend 8 years learning how to act. You could be a really good actor. You could move out to Hollywood. Like, all the things could be going for you, but if you never get discovered and you never get the good part, then it's never going to work out for you. It doesn't matter how good of an actor you are. It doesn't matter if you're amazing. If you don't get that part, that it just doesn't matter. So again, there's millions of things you can do to put yourself in the right place to get that part. So, you know, you could, like, for instance, it's one thing to have all the tools you need to succeed and to sit on your butt and wait for the opportunity to come to you. And it's another thing to have all the tools you need to succeed and do a butt ton of work to put yourself in the right position to beat this guy. You know, networking is huge. And some people just don't network and then wonder why they aren't successful. And it's like, well, you may be really good at what you're doing, but if you don't, you know, if people don't see that, and if you don't do what you need to get seen, it doesn't matter how good you are. So yeah, there's lots of different factors, which again is just, there's so many different things at play. That's why I always just roll my eyes when people are like, oh, it's just luck. It's like, no, it's not. If you use half a brain cell, you'll understand that that's not true at all.
No, to strike your face from my fingernails.
Of other things that play into it.
Got the flag on. Just stick by that generator until the flag's raised.
Luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
Trying to fly his colors.
Great way to say it.
Tear him apart.
My lord, there's a lot of these things.
Blow off the generator.
There we go. Can you define networking? Networking is just introducing yourself professionally, meeting the right people, working with other people, learning from other people, building yourself in the backs of giants. If you've ever heard that, it's kind of the same thing. It's really just meeting people, talking to people, and learning from people is networking. Yeah. I mean, I'm terrible at networking, and I was able to relatively make it work. So I know people out there can do it, and I guarantee 90% of folks are better at networking than I am. I am not a social person. I am not good at that. It's one of the reasons I stopped being a DJ is because I realized that's a huge limiting factor of mine. So, yeah. If I can do it, trust me, you can do it. What are some networking tips? Professionalism. Always put your best foot forward. Always assume, especially when you're in public places or you're dealing with other people, that you're being watched. Treat everything you're doing like it's a public conversation. That really, really helps. The biggest things I can say are just politeness, cordiality, respect. Make sure you're respecting the people you talk to, especially if they're more knowledgeable than you about something. You know, being a decent person to talk to, I guess, is kind of one of my biggest tips. Which again, these are learned things. These are not like, you know, these are not like character traits. These are just things anyone can do. You know, it's by no means, you know, these are things that I had to learn to do over the course of my life. Because again, I'm not a very social person. These things don't come naturally to me a lot of times. Some people they do, and those people kind of get a head up in this regard. Being absolutely real, absolutely very genuine, and oh my god, and very upfront about what you want and what you're doing. Absolutely. Oh my, this is terrible. Raging badass Goliath. I thought we cleared this area. That's a lot of green arrows, dudes. Is this thing going up? Oh yeah, Sarah's already on it. Thanks, Sarah. Step in. Sleepy. Oh, that's true. And you know, that's a different thing, man. That's a different thing. That's why me and, you know, I don't have the same approach as all streamers. That's very true. All I can tell you is what I'm doing and what I think is the best way to do it. But absolutely, there's always exception to every rule. So there's a lot of very popular streamers that kind of run counter to everything I just said. And if you want to be one of those streamers, you should ask them for their advice. That's the best thing I could say.
Great! Now blast the generator so they can't lower our flag.
Yeah, like for the thing is that's also important to remember is a lot of streamers treat streaming differently. I treat streaming like it's my job. I left a 40-hour IT job to do this. So I structure my stream. You know, I have 2 kids, I have a wife and a family. So for me, I structure my stream around doing my best to kind of maintain at least somewhat of a professional atmosphere and a professional environment. Now, there's many other streamers that feel that that's the opposite of streaming. They just play video games from their bedroom. And it's awesome that people show up and they sub to them and give them money. And they don't really do anything for their stream, and they don't really treat it like anything outside of them just playing games. And some people love that about it. They feel it's more genuine. They feel it's more real. And that's one of the reasons they like Twitch. So that works for them. And maybe that would work for you if you're a streamer. So, you know, just keep in mind whenever you're getting advice about this stuff, that the advice is coming from that type of streamer. So, you know, something to think about. A lot of the advice I'm giving you right now may not be for the type of stream that you want to run, in which case it wouldn't be applicable. How do you keep yourself from burning out on video games and keeping your focus on the job? Well, I'm lucky, dude, because I'm like, I have to admit, there's lots of different reasons that people stream. The reason I stream is just because I absolutely, not only do I love video games, they've been my passion my entire life. So, you know, I stream every single day, essentially, for generally between 6 and 8 hours. I don't get bored because this is what I do. Also, on top of that, like if I was not streaming and I, you know, was financially in a good position, I'd probably be playing video games most of the day anyway. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons streaming is a perfect job for me.
Don't make this weird.
Just because, like, it just works, man. I freaking love playing video games, so, yeah. There you go, the Steve. Absolutely, man. Good way to do it, my dude. Do you ever narrate yourself when you're gaming off stream? I don't narrate myself when I'm gaming off stream, but I have definitely caught myself reacting with nobody looking. Like when you because especially for the last 5 years, one thing that is another tip that I have for streaming is and funny enough, this is gonna sound really weird, but when I was growing up, I didn't do a lot of acting and stuff, but I did school plays, you know, things like that. I did some of it. And one thing that always stuck to me, was when I was in class growing up and we were learning about Shakespearean actors and what Shakespearean actors would do when they were doing stage performance is, you have to remember, back in the day, there weren't cameras, there weren't big screens. So they would have, like, there was this theater called the Globe, and the Globe would have seats like really far away. So what Shakespearean actors were taught to do was, whenever they felt an emotion or were conveying something, they would do one of two things. Either they would make like a big face so the people in the back could see them with the emotion, or they would even sometimes have masks where they would hold up like a giant smiling face or like a frowning face. In fact, if you've ever seen the drama masks, that's where that comes from. The smiling face and the frowny face. Like that's a big part of it. So one of the things is, when I started streaming with a webcam, I remember people telling me distinctly, frequently, like, oh, you're so tiny, you're so small on the screen. So one of the things I did was kind of borrow from that. And from the beginning, I've told myself, like, if I genuinely feel something, if I'm surprised, if something frightens me, if I'm happy about something, like, make sure to make it big on my face so people can see tiny little Cohh in the corner and they can, you know, see how I'm feeling at the moment. And what's funny is, when you've been doing that for 5 years, it becomes completely second nature. So it's just to the point now where even if I'm just gaming alone and I get surprised or scared or something happens, I just do it. Like, it's become part of how I essentially just am, because I do it all the time. So that's probably been the only thing that's kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, it is. That's how it be. When Cohh goes 4K in about 3 years, we'll see Cohh's wrinkles up close. That's true. You will. We need to figure out how to get up to the top here. There's got to be an elevator or something. Probably in the center? Do I not get to it from this side, maybe? Maybe this other way? Yeah, there's not like a way. Yeah, it looks like it's probably on the other side. We've got another quest here though, don't we? Oh, just the main quest. Oh, I guess we can knock that out. Is that, yeah, it goes up there. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's figure out how to get to this place. Can I jump off this side and not die? He asks concerningly. I could, but it's not going to get me where I want to go. Not going to get me where I want to go. Let's start going around the other side. There's 0 fall damage, that's true, but if you fall like in between where there's like map components, it can get your butt killed. We have to go in this way? I think that's where we have to go in, isn't it? Yeah. Right up the center. I really want to try this, but I think I might miss. Oh, thank God. Yep. Cool. Perfect. Sorry, I got like on a big streaming tangent there. That was a lot of non-Borderlands related stuff. Watching any good TV series at the moment? I just finished, speaking of off-topic things, I just finished Stranger Things 3, which was good. Not my favorite Stranger Things. In fact, probably my least favorite season, but still really good. And then I'm currently watching Dark. Oh, wrong way. People are saying it's behind me? Honey. Wait, what? What are you guys talking about? Do I have to go like in the mountain or something? Oh, there's a cave down there. Ooh, thanks, Cap. I actually liked season 3. Oh, don't get me wrong. I liked season 3 too. Season 3 was good. It just wasn't the best. Like if season 3 was good, season 2 was pretty good, and season 1 was really good. Yeah, I still enjoyed it. It's still fun. They just set a really big precedent for Stranger Things 3 in that first season. Like that first season was really good. I might give Dark a shot then. Dark is pretty good. I'm having fun with Dark. We're only on like season or episode 4 or so. But I've heard the second season of Dark apparently is awesome. I've heard really good things about the second season of Dark. So I'm gonna try to look at that. I really, really liked, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to wait. I was about to say something that happens at the end of the episode 3. I really, really liked the way they did the end of the episode 3 of Dark. But don't talk about it. It's pretty cool. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. Do you find yourself wanting to watch live content like Twitch more? No, not really. Yeah. Or do you still love shows and stuff? Oh, I prefer shows and stuff. Like, I generally, like, and I think a lot of people in here would probably feel the same way. I generally watch Twitch to learn. Or to check up on friends and stuff. But, yeah.
Look at all that.
I generally just don't have a lot of time to watch Twitch. I'd almost always rather watch shows.
Show 'em up, honey.
If I had more time, I'd probably watch a lot of shows.
I lust for your blood.
This is kind of obscene.
It's a red shower for a big fish.
Okay. Do I watch drop frames? No, I can't stand those guys. No offense to them, I find them impossible. After you became a streamer, did you not play games or enjoy much as games as recreational activity? No. That's the thing. Like, that's one of the reasons streaming really works for me. Is gaming is not only like a hobby. I don't enjoy doing it. It's like my passion, my main hobby. So yeah, it just kind of works for me. Enter Main Street Reservoir. Find buzzard hangers. Okay. So I guess we're not going up there. Do I have any side hobbies? Not really. My main hobby pretty much takes up all my time. Yeah. I need more mic volume? Oh, if anything, I probably need to lower the game sound. I don't want to turn my mic up too much. It's already peaking out like crazy. Try this. I'll readjust it if I have to in a bit. My side hobby is driving. There you go. That's probably my side hobby. Need more cat cam? Oh, we've got a lot of cat cam. We've got all the cat cam. What's my wife's hobby? My wife's hobby is horses. She has 4 equines. She's all about some horses.
This takes me back. Last time I was here, I had Tiny Tina riding piggyback, right? Throwing grenades at the saltine while I punched them in the red mist. The looks on their faces.
When are we getting a mini horse? We already have a mini horse. Yeah. Didn't mean to burst your bubble there.
Hey, do me a favor. You think about how all of Roland's training, all his experience counted for nothing once he met me.
Multi-hog.
Ask yourself, if I could kill the wise
okay,
leader
buddy.
of the Crimson Raiders
You have a good one, dude.
breaking a sweat, how hard will it be to kill a psychotic bandit king and a drunken frickin' sniper?
By the way.
I can feel this thing around my neck sapping me dry. Promise me.
Oh my.
So long as there's a bullet left in your gun, promise me you'll make Jack pay.
Well, there we go. This is pretty great. So this guy says, well, this channel is cancer because no one should be this thin-skinned. With attitudes like this, soon we can't say anything because God forbid it might offend a single person in the world. Bye. So a dude just posted a block of text saying the channel is cancer because it has thin skin, and then left the channel. Now let's connect the dots here. The guy that got mad at people for having thin skin left the channel because he was offended, because people were too offended. Sounds like you just helped out your own issue there, buddy. Appreciate you leaving and making our skin just a little bit thicker. Thanks, big guy. Okay. We appreciate it. All right, let's head down this way. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm offended that people in this channel have thin skin, so I'm out of here. Oh. Do you not realize the irony of this, or no? We're just not going to talk about that? Okay. Okay. I find your joke about someone being easily offended by people getting easily offended to be offensive. I think I should be offended. I'm pretty sure I should be offended. I'm like 90% sure I should be offended. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be offended by that. Good God, I don't know what gun that is. That is nuts. Also, I gotta say, it's really hilarious to me. We're a good vibes-y channel. We don't like people being dicks to each other. We don't see the need to try to inflame people just because, you know, you want to get your jollies off. And it's kind of hilarious to me how many people see that and then, like, call it other things, like people having thin skin. Or, I mean, really, we just don't want people to be dicks. And, like, not being a dick, apparently to a lot of people, it doesn't, like, equate to like, yeah, like, oh, well, I can't say what I want. This is ridiculous. I thought this was America. And it's like, well, what you wanted to say was racist and dumb most of the time. So it's like, can you just like, is that what? I don't know, man. I tell you, it's a funny world we live in, Jack. But okay. So are you saying you're offended by people being purposely offensive? How dare you? I know. I tell you, I am my #1 offender, Chad. I offend myself more than anyone else. It's true. Apparently, people can't be decent people, or it's offensive. Exactly. I know. It's insane, man. Asking people to be decent people is offensive to some people. Wait, what are you gonna do?
Destroying that flying city. Hell.
Welcome to die.
Thankfully for those folks, there are literally thousands of places they can go on Twitch that will not give two shits. So that's okay. And trust me, they won't be losing out by not being able to kill here. They're just fine. I'm sure they'll find a nice home for them somewhere. We ain't unique. We ain't special. There's plenty of channels just like us, and they can find whatever home they want to. Boop. Oh yeah, Mr. Weed Oz? Weird. Will I be playing any more Long Dark in the future? Big time. I am anxiously awaiting episode 3 of the Long Dark. I have been waiting for it for like 2 years now. Please give devs. I am not getting up here. Slide Down says, but my feels. I agree, dude. My feels. Well, Hippie 80. I appreciate it, my dude. I should have been clear and said, there's lots of streamers out there like that. The community, I'd say, is you guys are something else. But yeah, you guys are kind of. I don't know if this gun's ricocheting. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Yeah. The ricochet seems a lot lower percentage than exactly is. Oh shit. Ah, God. I meant shoot. This inventory system's terrible. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had a moment. Explosive weapons don't ricochet? Oh, they do. They do. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. See right there? You can see them getting hit. Unless the explosion radius is gigantic. This one does seem to ricochet though. Do I plan on doing Tales of the Borderlands? I do. Yeah. Some people are saying torque weapons don't ricochet. I mean, this one is. I don't mean to set the world on fire.
Blast Boom bring the bits. Mordo won't be happy to see his buzzer go up in smoke. So he'll take the elevator down to fight you.
Oh, out of ammo.
After you blast Boombringer,
Don't Boombringer! No! That's it, Slab! I'm coming down there, and you are gonna find out what it's like to eat your own throat!
sounds like you can take the elevator down. Feel free to kill Mortar on your way up.
Eat your own